We're back.
What is happening,
Hi.
Aisha? How are you?
I'm great. It's June 6th, no, 14th. We are back for another week of Off the Rails. I'm Aisha Praught-Leer with Eric Jenkins. And gosh, the track season is well underway. I'm having a great time. How was your week? Tell me about it.
Well, first off, let me just say, sometimes before we start rolling, I think, what the hell are we going to talk about? And then now I feel like it's the exact opposite, because I feel like every single second I'm getting bombarded with unbelievable track. This weekend and this week in general has been completely nuts. So I'm almost a little bit I'm a bit overwhelmed right now, truth be told. But I've had a fantastic weekend. It was an absolutely insane week of track and field, and we've got a lot to talk about today.
We have so much to talk about today, and not only has it been an insane week of track and field, it's been an insane week of sports. Like, there's not enough hours in the day for me to consume the Knicks, the World Cup, Stanley Cup, NCAAs, Oslo, Love Island. Like, there's so much happening. I need to quit my job. Is what it sounds like.
Are you a Knicks fan? Shout out to all the Knicks fans, I guess. I'm not really a big Knicks guy, but I guess they seem very, very excited, to say the least.
I'm, as we know, like a big vibes girl. So the vibes of the Knicks, all the memes, everything happening. I've been in New York a couple of times during the playoffs, and it's electric. So I'm a big fan of that. And like, incredible franchise. They kept the vibe alive through like pop culture and fashion when their team sucked. And, I even though I'm not necessarily a loyal, I guess if like the Bulls came back, I would harken back to my childhood of cheering on Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen and the whole, obviously MJ. I don't know why I led with Rodman, but we like,
I love
the whole, the people that have been waiting,
no one leads with
the Chris Chavez's of the world. We had a dog named Rodman growing up, so I think that's where I led with. But yeah, like our overlords
named after Dennis
are excited. I'm just like, yeah, the dog was named after Dennis Rodman. He was a Beagle Basset Hound mix. And he had a bunch of different color spots, and it was in the era where Dennis Rodman was like changing his hair color all the time, so we named him Rodman.
Yeah, I love it.
But I'm happy for congratulations to all the Knicks fans.
All the videos I'm seeing of the people going absolutely nuts in New York is ridiculous.
So fun. And then we have got the World Cup starting, which big World Cup fan. Love it. My fandom, I like didn't grow up a soccer fan at all. But I'm trying to think what year this would have been, maybe 2014-ish. Somewhere around there. We were in Europe for the World Cup, and it was very, very fun. We were racing over the summer, and we were in Leuven, Belgium, and the square would pack out for the Belgian soccer games. And as we know, love a good vibe. So now I'm hooked. And I'm actually in LA currently. And I was here for the USA Paraguay game that was in LA, and starting at like 8 a.m., people were getting the vibe started. I'm not even close to the stadium, but they had all of these cheer zones. We're like a little south of Venice Beach, and there's a whole like Paraguay, like all day, like official cheer zone party that they started busing people in around 10 a.m. The game was at 6 p.m. It was awesome.
all
Just,
day,
like, great
all
vibes.
day.
All day. They were going all day. So
I wish I liked soccer.
Yeah. You don't?
It's just so boring. I want to like it. It's I get it's the sport of the world.
I don't think it's
the fans are so passionate, but I need a little something more. And look, I might get a lot. I'm sure people are going to hate that take, but it's just the American in me that isn't fully behind it yet. But I want to be, and I want to learn, and I'm growing, and I can maybe one day learn to appreciate the sport. But it's something that's a bit tough for me.
This is Off the Rails, home of bad takes, and that is one of them, Eric.
Okay. So you're a big soccer girl.
I mean, I don't know the rule. Like, so a little fact about me: I've never
played a ball even know the rules
in my life. Like, I didn't grow. I don't know all of the intricacies. I'm just having fun. I don't know the rules of a lot of sports. I'm going to be really honest. Didn't play sports with the ball growing up, but I know when they're about to score, it doesn't matter what the sport is. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to be like a little annoying. I'm going to start cheering. Like, you could put on whatever, Tennessee versus Nebraska women's indoor volleyball. Do I know the rules? Not exactly, but I will be cheering. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just a sports fan. And I think soccer is really exciting. Like, yes, there is a lot of time where they're just teeing it up, but when they score, the crescendo, it brings me in. I'm electrified. It's great.
Yeah, but when they score, sometimes, like, really rarely there's not a lot of scoring. But
also the game is fast. It's like it's 90 minutes basically, and you're done. It's not like I feel that with baseball. Like, I really like the atmosphere at a baseball game, but if baseball's on TV, unless it's a World Series, that's probably not my favorite.
I agree with, I kind of agree with your point too. I understand that. Look, we've all got our things. We've all got our things that we don't really care for. And I'm not saying I don't care for soccer, especially the World Cup is the biggest tournament of the world, right?
Right.
It is the energy is unbelievable. Like, there's a game in Foxborough where the New England Patriots play, right? And it was Scotland versus, I'm forgetting the country they played, but Scotland, right? The good people of Scotland came over and brought an energy that was absolutely infectious, right? And it truly warmed my heart. But
did you see all the guys in kilts?
All the guys in kilts. There's videos of people at an Airbnb outside playing bagpipes at like 5 a.m, getting fired up for a 9 p.m. game. I love that. Love to see
Scotland versus Haiti. Yeah.
Is that what it was? Scotland versus Haiti. Yeah. So I love that. I'm just not. I think the World Cup's probably the only time I'm going to be watching soccer.
That's fair. Doesn't it kind of give you? Did you read Harry Potter?
Of course.
Doesn't it kind of give you like Quidditch World Cup vibes?
I totally can see it. Book number 4, Victor Crumb.
Oh,
he was kind of like the Messi of Quidditch, of the Quidditch world, and then he ended up. Yeah, was Crumb the one who bagged Hermione for a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude. Of course, he bagged Hermione.
I'm sorry if you're hearing a child yelling upstairs.
I like
Betty Bossard wants to be on the pod today.
Our first guest.
She might become a guest. Yesterday she did take a nearly 3-hour nap laying on me. So we'll see if we get a guest at any point. Just fair warning, we might have a guest.
So you had to just like remain completely still for 3 hours.
At about the 2.5 hour mark, she was sweaty. I was sweaty. My back was killing me, and so I just handed her like a sack of potatoes over to Will. And she cried for a second and then went right back to sleep.
She was like, I'm not crazy about this move, but I'm absolutely exhausted, so I'll take it. I can't. I don't have a lot of fight in me right now. I need to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know that there's like a word for like the female version of a funkle, like a fun uncle, but that's what I am. Like I definitely can push the kiddos to their limits, and I just want to do so much with them to the point where they then take a 3-hour nap on you.
You're getting them incredibly riled up. You're getting
the people going.
Yeah.
Getting the people going.
That's kind of the best. That's the best thing to do, right?
That's what you do.
That's what I do. That's what I do best, right? I just go in there, I play hard, and then hit the road, right? I'm there strictly to have fun, right? They start crying. See you later, right? My job's done. I'm there to wrestle. I'm there to play outside, throw them around, do what I need to do try not to get them hurt. And that's about all I got to do. Easy job description. And it's something I can do very well.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Tell me about your week. What are you up? Whoa. Yeah. You go first.
Okay. Week was great. Yesterday, me and the boys had a huge 10K. Big. I would say this was the, I guess I would say the biggest race of the season for the squad. And shout out to the Market Square Day 10K. Everybody ran very well, right? We were ranging from anywhere from 38 minutes to an hour and 11 minutes.
Great. Wow.
And
who ran 38 minutes?
It was an absolute blast. My friend Ben and me ran 38 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. Dang. And these are your friends who are like new runners, right? Like they were just getting into it.
These are my new runner friends. Yes. They're my new runner
38 minutes friends. Is fast.
Ben, I wouldn't say he's not a new runner.
Okay. I was going to say like, we gotta maybe get this guy some sort of NIL.
But the 71 minute, those guys, are a bit new. Now, let me just say this. The course, it was an absolutely brutal course. Incredibly hot, incredibly sunny. There's a couple rolling hills that are deceiving, and they're on the latter half of the course.
Ooh.
So they'll get you. Oh, they'll get you. I believe somebody had to leave in an ambulance.
Oh wow.
So, oh yeah.
Not one of your friends.
Shockingly not one of my friends. But yeah, so that was the highlight of my week. What about you?
Highlights of my week. Well, last time we spoke, we were in Vegas, and I was going to challenge myself to find something in Vegas that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
And what it was is I went to a Stanley Cup game.
I saw that. And the Stanley Cup series is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. Man, I have only ever been to two other NHL games in my life, and I hadn't been like close enough where I was looking into the players' souls. And we had great seats. Shout out my work. And it was really, really cool. I had never been to the Vegas, to the T-Mobile Arena. Their like starting sequence of events, like how they introduce the team, is so theatrical, so Vegas. They have this maiden who descends from from the ceiling. They have dragons. They have all the, high production value. Loved it. Very fun. Great game. So that was a highlight of my week. I also put out on the gram, as we know, I'm back in my running journey. I'm I've been consistent, running at least 3 times a week. And I met a new friend, Savannah, who was also at the same conference that I was at, and we went for a jog. It was great. And then
you made new friends?
Can you believe it?
That's amazing. Let's not blow past this one. Making new friends at our age, Aisha, is no easy feat.
It's not. It really is not. But that's why running's the best, because like who doesn't want to go for a run together?
It's an easy way to kind of to get to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation flows unbelievably well.
It's great. And then I had a couple of days at home, and now I'm back in LA to support at the Grand Prix today. So I'll be going over there in a couple hours.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, the amount of track like the Grand Prix has just been kind of like the cherry on top, right? Like the last time we talked, like haven't talked about what we have to talk about Oslo. We have the
Oslo.
NCAAs now, LA Grand Prix. I'm sure I'm missing like a bunch of other stuff, but right now
of different shit.
A lot of shit I'm missing. I can guarantee you that. Where do you want to start? Where's your head at?
My head is at Oslo. Let's start with Oslo.
Okay.
Let's start there. Well, actually, the tab that I had up was NCAAs, but I'm kidding. Let's go to Oslo.
Okay.
Oslo was a great meet. What I'm thinking most about was the Dream Mile. I thought they did a really nice job. Hannah England spoke about Ciarán O'Lionaird in the beginning of the Dream Mile. Let's start there. We lost a friend of the running community earlier this week, which was a shock to a lot of us. Gone too soon is our friend Ciarán. So if you're listening to this and you knew him or you were affected by him, sending you a very big hug. Ciarán was a roommate of mine at Oregon Track Club. Eric would have come across him, I think, when you were at Oregon, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was when I was at Oregon or when I, graduated, but cross paths with him a good amount of times. Yeah.
Incredible miler. Great athlete, even better human. Had this hysterically sort of like, I don't want to call it a shit-eating grin, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. He just had this little sly smile that could really get the people going. He was very, very fun loving, but also had a tumultuous soul. And the track world is grateful for his presence. He burned it bright, burned it hot. Wasn't here for as long as we all would have loved for him to be here. But I thought the tribute that that Hannah had given at the start of this mile was really timely. I'm almost positive she and Ciarán were college teammates as well. So,
oh really?
Yes, big hugs. Rest in peace, Ciarán. But that's sort of that energy sort of kicked off this incredible men's mile at Oslo, which there are so many of these, and yes, like we can make a note that a lot of these like historic races are men's races. Like as a female athlete who raced the 1500 and the mile, often like some people eye roll of like, why are all these like men's races the hot things? But that being said, the Dream Mile in Oslo is one of those historic races that has been on the circuit for God knows how long. Like who knows when? I'm not even going to look it up. But the Dream Mile is like one of those. There's the Dream Mile. There's the Elmsley Car Mile. There's the Wanamaker Mile. There are like all of these like really infamous miles. So
Bowerman Mile.
The Bowerman Mile. Yeah, thank you. Did I miss any others? I feel like those are the big four.
That's probably the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot of like really good guys rock up for the Dream Mile. And this race was crazy. We thought, I mean, coming across the line, we thought Yared Nuguse had the win.
Yared Nuguse on an absolute tear, huh?
On an absolute tear, because that was like number
that
three.
That would have been 3 in a row. 3
Diamond League wins. Like, think about how crazy that is. We say it all the time on this pod, how challenging it is to win one race, win a Diamond League. Like, people can go, middle distance runners can go, have an illustrious career, win medals, never win a Diamond League. And here goes Yared, about to win 3 in a row. Like, this is nuts. Like, what, on an absolute tear. Like, swag to the freaking moon on this guy right now. But then it's a photo finish, and it turns out that my boy Timmy C takes the win instead. But 348.21 was both first and second, and Cam Myers in third, 348.35. Also, this guy's on a tear.
Yeah, I thought Cam Myers was. I expected a little bit more out of Cam. I think that his fitness was. And I saw a post race interview with him, and I think he said the exact same thing. He had a poor race, but
I thought he was totally out of it. And then for him to come third, I thought was like quite the turnaround. Like, it's tough when you're not, like, you're not having a great day when like folks aren't watching what you're doing in the race. Like, he wasn't really a protagonist on the day. So when he came across there, I was like, oh shit, where did Cam Myers come from?
Yeah, like when you go from kind of irrelevant in the story of the race to finish third, it doesn't quite paint the picture of the race.
Right.
As opposed to like if you were kind of in the hunt leading at points and ended up fading to third, it's a huge difference. But
I thought, go ahead.
But I was just gonna say, yeah, Yared and Cheruiyot, Timmy C, Timmy C rolling back the hands of time to get a much needed victory. I don't know. I wonder when Cheruiyot's last Diamond League win was.
That's a great question.
It's got to be a few years, and this is a guy who kind of in the pre-Jakob era, right? Dominated the circuit.
So it would also be interesting too, because he would often be the man that goes behind the pacer and would string out. He was like the Jakob before Jakobs. Like he would always be super aggressive, and he has that incredibly distinct forward lean that it almost seems like the lean is getting a little steeper every year. Like this guy, it's like we're going to know when Tim retires when he just falls over forward. Like that's going to be the end of it.
He's just getting his ass absolutely kicked by gravity. He's got such an interesting stride because it doesn't look, you just watch it and it doesn't really make sense. But he just covers so much distance, covers a lot of ground, and it works so well. But it is a bizarre, the posture, the arm care, it is very unique, is to say the least. But he makes it work. He's got an unbelievable resume, and his ability to keep running this well in the 1500, which is such a rough distance, so hard. It's a bunch of young, hungry athletes, and Cheruiyot's still in there in the mix. You love to see it.
Love to see it. I think his last Diamond League win was 2021.
2021. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Huge. Absolutely huge. What else happened in Oslo?
Well, Oslo was the Cooper Lutkenhaus over Wanyoni, right?
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
there's so much crazy track happening. As we said, it's like I'm short circuiting. There's so much to remember that happened.
I know.
Cooper Lutkenhaus,
this gig is hell.
This gig is hell.
Fucking brutal.
It's so brutal. Week after week, we just keep getting bashed over the head with these incredible races. But Cooper Lutkenhaus again takes down in a field of grown ass men, including the Olympic champion, and runs 1:42.08. Like, how does this make any sense? This is wild. World lead, personal best. Emmanuel Wanyoni 1:42.09. So it's not as if Wanyoni was like not trying. This is his season's best for him. He just like got outclassed by a teenager.
I mean, it took in a minute and 42 seconds, Lutkenhaus just became, the best 800-meter athlete on the planet.
Right.
It was such a fantastic race. I thought the just tactically so sound. He made a really aggressive move with 300 to go, right? I believe so. Mm-hmm. And then I'm the way that his home stretch, the way he ran that, and it looked like he kind of drifted a bit out kind of riding the line between lane 1 and lane 2. And Wanyoni was going to try and pass him on the inside, but then Cooper drifted back towards the rail, and Wanyoni couldn't do that. I don't know if that's was like
high track IQ stuff.
I don't know.
If it's conscious.
It was. That's what I'm like. Again, there's so much track. I'm pretty sure that's what it looked. That's what it looked like to me. It was
Wanyoni
unbelievable race.
Comes up to try to pass, and we've seen this with Cooper before. It's like it's almost as if he sees the line and eases up a hair, just a hair. And Wanyoni then seizes this opportunity to try to come up and pass Cooper. But then Cooper has this little teenage burst of energy at the end where it's not pretty, it's not polished. He just has one tiny little extra gear to get him across the line. And it just goes to show that we're not seeing everything out of Cooper Lutkenhaus's tank. Like, he had a little extra that he didn't know he needed. I also think, over the next year leading into, we hate to already start putting pressure on an Olympic Games, but he's only going to get better. Like, he did make this big move on the backstretch, which is a really aggressive move. Like, he switched gears really hard, made a super big aggressive move. You'll see a lot of the older athletes make that move a little smoother, like not quite as shoot yourself out of a cannon, so that you have, a few more gears in the last 50, in the last 30. And I think we'll see him understand, what he's like gotten 4 seconds faster over 800 in the last year. Like, we're going to see him grow into his body, and it's almost like the superhero needing to understand his powers. And we'll see him get better and better and better. Not that you can like how could you want to get better? How could you need to get better? You just took down the Olympic champion. But what I'm saying is I don't think we've scratched the surface yet with Cooper, and that's really exciting.
Was that 142.0? Is that, where does that rank him in terms? Do you say he was 4th all time for Americans?
I did not say that, but let's see.
I don't know that number. I don't know if I heard that number somewhere. I think it was. I'm trying to like who would be. So Hoey, it's Hoey. It goes Hoey, then I'm like, and then who?
Donovan?
I thought when I listened to I thought that Cooper might have passed Donovan with.
Oh no, sorry.
Bryce
run. Bryce is American record holder, 141.67. Josh Hoey 142.01. Is that right? And then Cooper 142.08, Donovan 142.16.
Was that in Tokyo? Where did he run 141? It does sound right.
It would have been August 10th, 2024. So was that Paris?
Paris, that's right.
Yeah.
That Paris.
Yeah.
That was the year everybody was going absolutely nuts. Okay.
This is right. It's Hoppel, Hoey, Brazier, Lutkenhaus, but then Cooper just usurped Donovan running 142.08 because Donovan is 16 on the 10ths. And then it goes like Brazier, Hoey, Hoppel, Hoey, and then Johnny Gray is the fastest, not of the current era of 800 guys. And Johnny Gray ran 142.6 back in 1985.
Yeah, you mentioned it, right? This for Cooper, these kind of races, it really puts him in the position where people are just going to start talking about LA and a gold medal for Cooper nonstop. It's going to be a lot of talk, and it's going to be an interesting position for him being so young, and it's a lot of pressure. He's handling. I mean, he's already got pressure, right? And he's handling it great. To be able to go out, put performances like this, week after week, as of late, there's pressure. You feel it before races, but it's going to get to another level if he stays healthy, continues to race well, leading into Olympics on your home soil in America. That's going to be a whole different kind of thing. And being so young, it's a lot, it's a lot, but man, it's also a great place to be in, right? You hear the statement, like, pressure is a privilege, right? Like, you're running fantastic, and it's that pressure is because you're successful. You'd rather have that pressure than not have that.
Right.
But yeah, it's on what Cooper's doing right now. Is why I hope to see the Cooper Wanyoni matchup more, because it was a fantastic race. And I think if you run that again and again, you do that race 10 times, it's not going to be Cooper every single time.
Nope.
So it'll be fun to see that battle shape up.
Something crazy at Oslo that the internet's talking about is Gaut's not great race.
Oh yeah. He got smashed. I mean,
he got smashed. He ran like a second slower than his 1967 at Aussie Champs, and the internet is going wild. But also, like, isn't he still a teenager too? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody relax. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Gaut is probably in a similar situation to what we were talking about with Cooper, where they're saying this is the next Usain Bolt, and it's way too. It's just a headline. People want to say that, and it's fun to say those kind of things. It gets a lot of eyeballs. People know Usain Bolt's a household name,
right?
And it's way too early to say that, obviously. But even just saying that, it brings this unbelievable amount of pressure, and then comes with skepticism. Then he runs a fast time, and you see everybody in the comment section or online saying he's never going to do it again, or you know what I mean. It's just it becomes a bit much. But he did, he had a very off day in Oslo. Just wasn't at all in the race.
No, he wasn't. He was sixth. Let's see, Tobago, 1984 for the win.
He looked great.
He looked great. He
was chilling. And Tobago had, because he's raced a couple of times, and I thought Tobago, has he won? I don't think he's lost to.
He hasn't been on fire yet this year.
Yeah. This looked like the Tobago that was winning the golds.
Yeah. We had a great showing of American men in the 5K in Oslo.
We did. Yes, we did. Was it how many? It was Parker Wolf and ran 12:49. Grant Fisher and they all ran 12:49, right?
All ran 12:49. Yeah, Parker Wolf was fourth in 12:49.45. Then Grant Fisher 61, 12:49.61, and then Graham Blanks 12:49.99. I mean, great race. Really good field of men assembled. I mean, coming in fourth behind Yehune. I'm thinking
Almgren
of Andreas Almgren, who's raced every distance in the last. Like, this guy is just totally fearless. Like, he's a 10K half marathon guy who raced the 1500 last week. Like, he's all over the joint. But he has a great race, 12:48. I mean, they're taking down a lot of great names. I mean, Biniam Mahare, you've got Jacob Kropp, Isaac Kameli's in here. This is not a bad field. Kai Robinson. So yeah, good on them. I like to see the athletes travel over and race internationally. I think I'm biased toward that. A lot of folks like to stay back and race domestically, which I think that there is a time and a place for both. I think it's important to face international competition at least once before the summer season, before your championship, your national championship. So I'm happy that these guys went over there, tested the waters, mix it up in international competition before US championships.
I know all these the American distance guys are very fit, right? I think it kind of sounded like they were talking about potentially one of them was going to get an American, like there was American record talks before this race. Mm-hmm. That didn't end up coming to fruition, but they all ran very well for at 300 to go. I thought Graham Blanks might win the whole damn thing. He ran aggressively, really put himself in the mix. And there was there's a bit of a gap between Blanks and the rest of the athletes, and then the wheels kind of came off a bit that last 150 for Graham, but he still held on to run sub 12:50, and he's done. I think that's his third time doing it. I know he's done it.
Yeah.
He's done it. Yeah, I know he's done it in the past. But they're close. These guys are close. They're. It's the distance. The 5K is so tough because we mentioned before with the women's 15, where if you want to get a gold medal, or no, let's not even say gold, right? If you want a medal,
any color.
If you want to just end up on the podium, you need to be able to run under 354 or 355. There's a 354, 355 barrier that you need to get under to be fit enough to end up on the podium. And I was trying to think what is that for 5K right now? It's tough to say because also it's never going. These championship races are never a 12. Last year, Cole Hawker won in 12:58, and that was considered that's a fast race, right? Most 5Ks aren't run championships under 13, so it's you know what I mean. But for them now, 12:58 is not fast, which is great. It's great. Right. It's just crazy. Where we're at.
Yeah.
So I guess that rule doesn't really apply in the 5K, but. I'd love to see where Nico Young stacks it. Bringing in Parker Wolf now getting into the mix is huge. Mm-hmm. Makes it so much. It makes it a lot of fun. He's looking really good, and he comes out in Oslo as the top American.
I'm still thinking about. I have these intrusive thoughts about how crazy it is that Cole Hawker is world champion in the 5K.
That was quite possibly the most fun race of the whole, and the storyline of it, right? Gets DQ'd from the 15 to end up bouncing back as the world champion in the 5. That's a story that feeds families.
Mm. Yeah.
Was there anything? What else? Was there anything else from Oslo?
I mean, that's
I'm
pretty much
sure
it.
there was, but we have so
I'm sure
much.
There was. There's so
those
there's
are
so
the
much to
standouts.
tackle.
Those are the hits.
I mean, Julian Alfred takes the win in the women's 100. So
and she looked great.
She looked great. So those are probably the hits from Oslo, and then we had NCAAs, which was
good God Almighty. What the fuck is going on in Eugene? Honest to God, anyone steps on that track, it's almost a guaranteed NCAA record. And as far as the sprints go,
or a world record,
or a world record. That was I mean, the is it Jacoby Tharp?
Mm-hmm. Hello. Hi. Come in. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Jacoby Tharp world record in the 100-meter hurdles in the prelim.
In the
12:75. Now look, and I want to say this, okay? I commentating is tough, but basically zero. Dwight Stone's bringing a librarian's style commentating to world record times is rough to see.
It's tough to see. This is not an international chess competition. Let's get it going.
You gotta bring it. You got to bring it for a fucking world record.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to lose your mind a little bit over there, Dwight. Come on.
The librarian's energy. Yeah.
I just need a little bit more. Actually, I need a lot more. Scratch that. I need a lot fucking more. 12:75. Like, this was one of those. I mean, that's out of nowhere.
It's Aries Merritt's world record from 2015.
This is 11-year-old. It's an old world record that, I mean, that sub 13 barrier. That's a big one, right? Because you can have very successful athletes who are like getting on the podium, winning medals, running 13-0, 13-1, right? And it's Trey Cunningham, one of the best athletes in the world right now, just went 12.98, getting under 13 for the first time we were just talking about it last week. And now this guy runs 12.75 in the prelim, follows it up 2 days later and runs 12.9. Guy behind him runs 12.98 or 12.95, actually, whatever it was. I'm like, it really is it's incredible. And the way that he ran 12.75, it was, I mean, just so smooth. No errors. Technique unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Just such a good race. And then I feel like oftentimes when you have a performance like that in the prelims, it can be, there's something about it where you do that in the prelims and then the final something happens.
Right.
Where it's like, okay, it's tough to maybe
you pull up a little with the hamstring. It's like you just did something your body's never done before, or maybe even come close to. You would sort of expect, and I think we saw this with a lot of the sprinters that were running lights out in prelims, is that you're getting the hammies and the last 5 meters. You're getting people pulling up a little bit because, I mean, I also I can't blame them. It's like that day was clearly an all-time day to be racing. So you just send it. Absolutely send it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, you expect to see maybe not as great of a performance if you did that in the prelim, but
well, what was going on in Eugene this weekend? Like,
I don't know.
Because whatever
know. It must have just been incredible. What was the weather? Were there some ions? What was going on?
I mean, if I would be studying what's going on, right? Weather-wise, temperature, the track is juiced. Some barometric pressure thing happening. Yeah. Mercury in retrograde type shit. Because you got to bottle that and bring that to other places, baby. That was unbelievable. the sprinting, all the sprinters, the drug testers had their work cut out for them.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They're just walking over, arms completely full of piss. Like, this is unbelievable. But so the Jacoby Tharp, that was obviously number one. I'm trying to think, like,
I'm thinking about what
men's
something that is
400
sticking out.
Women's 100,
gosh,
women's
yeah.
200.
Yeah.
Got, like, all of them.
Women's 800.
Women's 800, another NCAA record, 156.
156.85, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Do you know her name off? I can pull it up. I got the results here, but the women's 800.
Sunny Jallow from
Jallow.
Arkansas. Yeah,
her form is fantastic. Her form is fantastic.
Get her right into a Diamond League. Like, she's ready to go.
Yeah, get her, like, have her sit right on Keely Hodgkinson and Audrey Vero and see what the woman can do. It's an unbelievable. It's like very, very impressive race.
I mean, and then and Haley Kitchings 157.65. We've said 157
but the huge
is
kick. She looked
with
great,
the huge
like,
kick.
Huge kick in it, which in an 8 is so tough to pull off at that, especially when it's very fast.
Mm-hmm. And we've said 157 is the new fast time. So get her going. Incredible race. Something that's sticking out in my head is this new trend of the backwards hats. It's like if you're a hot boy East African, you gotta do the backwards hat.
Wait, was somebody besides Hobtum doing backwards hat?
Yeah, in the men's steeple, no less. Gosh, so he was from Tulane. Silas Kiptanui had a backwards hat on.
Did he win?
And no, he was 8th.
You can't do that.
Oh no, sorry, he wasn't 8th. That was the prelim. He was 8th, and he just slid in. Where did he end up in the final? Thursday, Friday events, men's steeple result. He was second.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a close second.
I'd prefer close
the
second.
win. But it was like a new era fitted cap, like a
fitted,
thick fitted, like not a little dry fit with the strap.
That's some unk shit. That's some old school
shit. Yeah.
Like he's in a new era. Left the sticker on the brim.
Yeah, yeah, backwards.
Wow.
Yeah. Unbelievably swaggy. So I'm into it. That's
a hilarious. First off, people really aren't even wearing fitted. Fitteds used to be the move. Now it's done. And this guy said, I don't like that. Silas says, I like the fitted. He's probably wearing like a fitted Yankee hat. Right? Definitely.
He's just dressed as Turtle.
He's just Turtle from Entourage. He's wearing Timbs. He's wearing Air Zoom Timbs. They're not the water from the water jumps are just soaking these Timbs. He's clunking around them, and he just got out kicked because he's wearing Timbs with a couple nails through the sole. I love to see. Yeah, I love to see that. Speaking of other backwards hat wearing dudes who crushed at NCAAs, Hobtum, the double, 10K, 5K, and pretty damn easy. It was easy work for the boy. Mm-hmm. I mean, he absolutely killed it. His kick seems to be getting better and better. Like he's on a different level than the other NCAA distance guys right now. Look, and I know I come here to talk a lot about my boy Marco Langen. He had enough. He didn't look great out there. I mean, he made a kind of a move at 400 to go, but he just didn't have it this weekend. Look, I want this guy to win so fucking bad. I'll just say it, right? And I love how he still gets out there on the mic afterwards. He goes, "Just wait." He keeps saying, "Just wait," and I am listening, going, "I am waiting. I'll wait for you." But I mean, look, that's the level the NCAA is at. right? Like it is unbelievable. The NCAAs every year is like one of the best meets in the world, top to bottom. It's crazy. You got Simeon Birnbaum with a huge 1,500 meter win at home, looking unbelievable.
I mean, nobody could touch him. That was an unbelievably well executed race. He made everybody look like young boys. Like
truly, yeah. And the crazy move was he actually tactically didn't run a great race because, he was, basically dead last for most of the race and then had to go very well. But when you're as good as he is and as in the fitness he's at, he's just much, much better than the other 15 guys right now. And so you can
Hassan.
Yes.
Like
it's like, I can do whatever I want. There's no, there's not a place I can be at really, it's like, just don't be dead last at going into the bell. He went way wide at like 450 to get into first at the bell and absolutely blew him out of the water, celebrating down the home stretch because it's bunched up, right? Like kind of bunched at the bell. And usually when it's bunched at the bell, everybody's got legs and everybody now in the NCAA can kick. Like these guys are all super, super fast. And to leave everyone behind, right? When you got 100 meters left and nobody's around you,
nobody's
crazy.
Even close.
Nobody's even close. I'm very excited to see how he starts stacking up against the pros, right? How is he gonna? Right. And with these kind of races, he's gonna usually they fare just fine, right?
You'd think we'd see him at Prix.
Yeah, I want that's a great question. I wonder, is this one of these things? Like, does he go pro? Is this where he goes pro?
He's a junior, right? Yeah.
I would imagine he will go pro.
Yeah, I bet he won't. He's at Oregon. Like
that's true. And also NILs change everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he'll stay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. The NILs. This is like in the pre NIL. You go pro right now.
You go pro,
right? Like you're already talking. Like the agents are already talking to you. You cross that line, you got an agent in your ear on the cool down, right? Because it's like, look, your stock has never been higher. The price went up, right? Like you're. This is as hot as you're gonna get, because you can come back for another year, and what you're gonna do? You're not gonna. You can. Best case scenario, you do exactly what you just did this weekend, and you're kind of back where you are right now. You're as hot as you're going to get right now. But NIL changes everything. But man, yeah, to do that at Hayward Field, home soil, and they're talking about the curse of the athletes that set NCAA records in the mile or the 15 never also follow it up with a title that same year. I'm pretty sure it's been like
this is new to me. Tell me
more.
25
years of athletes who break either the mile or the 1,500 meter record never follow up and get the title in that event.
What? Yeah. I've never heard this before.
Really? I pray to God I'm not making this up.
This is like the Billy Goat curse. I've literally never heard this.
Oh, he broke the curse. It's like the curse.
Dang,
it's the 1,500 meter record curse of the Bambino, and he broke it. And Aisha needs to, yeah. Aisha's given me the mouth that she needs to go pee. She's twitching in her chair. I'll take it. We'll talk a little bit more about Simeon as Aisha's draining herself out. So I also really liked how Simeon talked in his post-race interviews after especially obviously after the win, but the prelim, I thought it was a really mature kind of statements he was making in that post-race interview when he was I think it was maybe John Galt who asked if he was feeling pressure, and he said, yes, I feel pressure. And oftentimes athletes really don't say that, right? They're like, no, I'm not feeling pressure. I don't, feeling confident, blah, blah, blah. And I thought Simeon had a really mature response to saying like, yeah, I do feel a little bit of pressure. I really care so much about winning that, of course, that I do feel that pressure to win in Hayward. And I thought that was, a fun, mature post-race interview. Hold on, Aisha, I don't think your mic's off. Testing. Oh. There we go. And we lost her completely. And just like that, the girl is gone with the wind. Is she back? Is she back?
I'm back.
And she's back. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like that. Sometimes it's just a girl's got to pee.
Don't we all know
hydrated.
I would say you pee more often than not.
Well, look.
And I'm not yelling at you.
I had a New Year's resolution, and I have stuck to it.
That's true. That's fantastic. That's proof of sticking to a New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the piss. But yeah, what else the other NCAA records went down in the women's 100, right? 10.65.
Oh, yeah.
Beating Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah, Deja Hodge, 10.63.
Fuck's sake.
No, sorry, that was the prelim. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why she ran in the prelim, and then she came and she ended up not winning the.
That's right. Yeah. No, sorry. I'm looking at this in the smallest font that has ever existed. Breaks the record in the prelim. This is what I'm saying. It's like sometimes you blow it out like a little too hard, and then the neuromuscular system has a lot to recover from. Deja Hodge ends up coming second to Shanice Walker from Florida State. Again, you want to see the NCAA, the new record holder win, but this makes for a great storyline. This makes for great TV. This makes for a great sporting experience. And Shanice's celebration was great. I mean, she was elated. It's like a David and Goliath situation at that point. But great competition up and down.
And they ran the winner ran 10.8? Right?
Yeah.
It was still very, very fast. 10.88.
So fast. Like you said, this is a world class meet.
It's really it always is, but this year especially head and shoulders above like the years past. The NCAA 400-meter men's record went down, right? The guy from, was it Arkansas?
Yep. And the 400-meter women's record went down. The meet record for NCAAs, I'm not sure if it was collegiate record. 48.79 on the women's side.
48.79.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This is starting to piss me off. It's unbelievable.
I mean, you do make a good point of if anyone listening to this is like a weather scientist or like an atmospheric researcher or something, there's got to be something in the air in Eugene this weekend.
It's certainly not the pollen that we all know and love.
Yeah, maybe they had a late hitting pollen season this year or something. There's something happening.
It really is.
Or do you think it's everybody's now getting on the bicarb soup and the broccoli juice? I've also heard that now everybody across all distances are using
sprinters also
400 meter runners are bicarbing. Yeah.
Well, 400 meters makes perfect sense to me because it's quite possibly the most lactic event out there.
Horrific. Yeah.
Yeah. So 400, They should have been on the bicarb like as soon as the distance guys are on the bicarb. Are the 100 do you need bicarb for like a 100, 200? Is Jacoby Thorpe hammering down bicarb on the?
That's a good question. I'm going to ask the people today at the track meet.
Yeah. Whoa, you're right in the thick of it. You got another track meet. We got boots on the ground over here.
Boots on the ground. I'm going to LA Grand Prix today.
And I'm sure we're because a lot of already great performances at LA Grand Prix.
Parker Valby
with a huge PR. Well, before we even get into Parker Valby, what other NCAA record times am I missing? I'm probably missing like 150 NCAA records and world leads from Eugene.
Yeah, we probably are. I'm opening a tab.
The NCAA meet the meet director for NCAAs, it must be absolutely delirious. Just bricked up, pants full of cum.
Oh my God.
He's like, he or she is like, I fucking did it. Look at this. I'm not like, no sleep for weeks. Record. Everyone's getting a record. It's like Oprah. It's like Oprah saying, like, reach under your chair. That's keys to a brand new Lexus. That's the NCAA meet director just handing out records and world leading times.
Jaden Reed, 1963 for the 200. That was Walter Dick's collegiate record that has stood since 2007.
Walter Dick's like an absolute legend of the sport. This guy, 19.6.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We spoke about Samuel Agassi's 400. We spoke about the women's 400. We spoke about we didn't mention Amanda Mull's collegiate record in the pole vault. With her twin sister was second. She 4.84 meters. Okay. Apparently, also the Auburn men's 4x1 broke the collegiate record, running 37.75.
Oh yeah, that was another prelim record.
And Arkansas won the men's team championship, ending a 20-year drought.
That's pretty big, because Arkansas used to be one of those teams they had like a run where they were an absolute dynasty for a while. So now they're back in the winning records. Then didn't like a guy in the 4x4 split like 42.9.
Of
course he did.
Yeah. Of course he did, because
obviously he did.
The atmosphere.
Of course, yeah. No, if when Mercury's in retrograde, you better step up to the plate and run a 42.9 on the 4x4.
The records are falling.
Unbelievable. I mean, what a we gotta start going to NCAAs.
We should.
We really
should. It would be really fun. It would be really fun.
It's gonna be tough to top this one, but the NCAA, it's like the every single record sprint wise is falling. We got to get that on the distance side.
We gotta. I bet we will. They're close, but it's interesting that the distance records or the distance races at NCAAs are typically so tactical comparatively.
Yeah, like people just aren't gonna. It's like, yes, Simeon Birnbaum ran the collegiate record this year of 3:31, but he's not going to go out and
run 3:31.
Run 3:31 in the final.
No,
just not really how it works.
It's like the pros,
but they are close to like the meet record, like NCAA records, but they're just not close to, or the NCAA championship records, but they're not close to overall. It's tough. It's just a different thing.
Different thing, and there in some races there's the depth, but in others there isn't. We're not quite there yet on the distance side.
No, it's but one day. Eat enough bicarb, drink enough broccoli juice.
It'll happen for you too, sweetie.
It'll happen. So talk to me about LA Grand Prix. What's obviously we're seeing some times. Parker Valby, she ran, was it 14:23? or 14:33?
No, that was I'm sorry. I think she ran 14:40.
Oh, was it 40? I tried to give her 20.
Or 49.
You're telling me I tried to give her a 24
yeah, you're giving
second.
her like nearly American record. No, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm 14:39, not 49. Sorry. Yeah, duh. 14:39 PB. Absolutely dominates.
Yeah.
Regan Yee second, Alicia Monson third. This is Alicia
Oh,
Monson's.
wait, Alicia Monson's back?
Yeah, maybe her best race since having knee surgery. She runs 15:03.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic. Really long road back. I'm super excited for Alicia. Yeah, welcome back.
That's really awesome.
She'd race.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
I'm
gonna cry.
She'd raced last year. It's just like had a little bit of a hard time coming back. I can relate. We had the same knee surgery. It was fucking awful. Wouldn't wish that on anybody, but great to see her still sticking with it and making a lot of progress. Great to see.
Yeah, 15:03. That's a very tough time. And you turned your mics off again.
Sorry. Great pace job from Nikki Hiltz. There was also, I think there was where's the women's 8? Pretty solid field for the women's 8. Didn't run super fast, but Nikki Hiltz for the win, 1:59.14. Claudia Kazmierska, 1:59.15. Super close race there. But the field was good. Valerie Tobias, Sage Herta-Klecker was in there, Megan Hunter, Shavika Maloney, Raven Rogers, Michaela Rose, Halima Nakai.
Very good stacked race.
Stacked race. There was there's one other race that I wanted to highlight, and I believe it was the men's 15 was pretty decent as well. This, it's hard when you go from the NCAA meet where everybody in the NCAA is like totally on fire or like top of their game, and then you shift over to the LA Grand Prix, it's at USC this year, not UCLA. I've never raced at USC. Have you?
Not at USC, no.
I've heard the turns are a little tight.
It's just too tight, huh?
That's what I've heard.
I've raced at UCLA.
UCLA is great.
Great track, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But never experienced the tight turns at USC.
Men's 15, Ethan Strand takes the win in 3:33. Abel Tefra, 3:34. Haven't seen a lot of him recently.
No.
Ollie Hoare, 3:34 for third. Again, pretty good field. You had Brandon Kidder in there, Walid Suleiman, Mario Garcia, Luke Hauser was in there. But today is going to be a great day, another great day of track and field. We'll have to talk about what happens on next week's pod, but we have some really good fields assembled in a few of the races. I think the one most notable is the men's 3K. We have Cole Hawker racing. Huge. Lalo Herrera has been having a great early season on the Diamond League. He's also in the 3K. I gotta say, like LA Grand Prix last year, I don't like to be a hater, but I feel like LA Grand Prix last year, maybe the fields were a little bit better. This year, the fields are good. The fields aren't great, but we're in the middle. It's hard when you're in the middle of the throes of like some of the best Diamond Leagues, when you're having Oslo and Stockholm and Rome right before this. You're just not going to draw everybody that you want to draw. and you're
it's tough.
you're not the week or 2 weeks before, you're not like 10 days out of pre-classic. Like it's hard when you're at this point of the year when like really the pro season is in Europe right now. It's in Scandinavia, it's in Europe, and you're then asking people to come to the US like quite a ways in advance of pre. So the fields aren't as internationally deep, but they're really deep American wise, which is good to see.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of talked about it a bit in the beginning of the show about it's like you do want to go over to Europe and get the international experience racing. It's just so much different. For whatever reason, you can be running so well against, you know, your countrymen here in America, and you can be very fit, a lot of experience, but then you go over and you race against the rest of the world, and it's just a whole different feel, whole different style of racing, different. It's a lot more physical. There's a whole new level to it, and it is
way more physical.
I
remember my first time going and racing in Europe, and in the US, there just isn't a lot of physical touch.
Yeah, we give each other our space, right? It's a real. I guess I don't. I was getting tossed out of races for getting handsy, but but there is, it wasn't as physical. And then you go over, and it's also very much of, it's like here's the pace. It's either a fast race and you know the pace, or it's a sit and kick race and there's that. But in the international races, it's an accordion. It could be fast for a bit, bunches, slows for a little bit, then it picks up again. It's a whole new style of racing, and you never want your first experience of that of the year to be at a big race.
No.
And it's like, I mean, there's a reason why all the Americans went over to Oslo to run an incredibly fast 5K, right? It's like that's where they are, right? And yes, America is making huge strides. There's elite meets here at home, but oftentimes it's like what makes those meets elite are the international competition,
right?
And it's like, yeah, if all the Kenyans and Ethiopians and Europeans want to come over to the States at Sound Running, they'll be very fast. And I mean, what's great about those races is that you don't need to go over to Europe anymore to get fast times now. But it's just the experience of racing those guys is totally different.
It is. Men's 8 is a great field. We've got Brandon Miller, Donovan Brazier, Josh Kerr. Wes Ferguson's been racing well. That is going to be a great field. Again, we're just building toward Josh Kerr's world record attempt crescendo at the London Diamond League.
Interesting. So Kerr and Brandon, we got the Brooks Beast teammates. They're running it back for another 800. They're
back
really trying to fine tune those wheels. Because they looked the wheels looked sharp for Josh Kerr in that last 8.
Yep.
Run
it back.
The mile world record attempt when is the London Diamond League? Is it mid-July?
I think so. Let me pull up a tab.
Or is it early July? I wonder if it's just 800s from here on
July
out.
18th.
July 18th. Okay, so it's basically a month from now.
It's a great place to get the stimulus that, I mean, you'd have to have a really hard practice to do this. So you might as well, I think it's a great move. Like if I'm coaching Josh Kerr, I'm using these, I'm using practice as practice, and then I'm using these 800s as speed development. I think that's a great idea.
I mean, for sure. Like to break the world record in the mile, your wheels need to be crazy. Right? Like you need to be incredibly, incredibly fast. I was just wondering, I wonder if at some point he gets, an over distance race in there. Like, does he throw a 3K in there at all? Does he throw a 5K? Or is he strictly going, 800s? I doubt you wouldn't blow your load and run a 15, and that, you wouldn't race a 15 before. It's like if you're hyping up your mile, you think you would want to kind of
come down to it.
Either come down to it or come up to it, but you wouldn't want to show. You wouldn't want to get a peek behind the curtain at your actual event, right? Like
don't give
an
an upskirt.
It's like you're not going to do. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to. Don't give me an upskirt before. You got to keep me completely in the dark before that mile world record. Like, I'm sure it's like it wouldn't make sense for him to go run the dream mile in Oslo,
No.
It's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah,
you either do a 5K or 3K, the 800s, right up until that world record attempt.
And I don't know about you, but I always liked coming down to, like, I always thought it made races feel better when you came down in distance. But I think that's my bias as
that's interesting.
Because
you don't like distance.
I'd rather float up than float down.
See, I was the exact opposite.
Oh, you wanted to go up. You wanted to run a mile and then run a 5K.
Yes. Because I always felt it's like, okay, this mile feels fast and uncomfortable, but like that will make my pace in the 5K feel slower and more comfortable.
I liked it in the sense of this race is so short.
Yeah, I see.
Like, oh, I ran a 3K. Now I need to run a 15. Like, it's going to be over in 2 seconds. Just fucking go.
Well, it's funny. Like the 15 was too short. I'm like, we just started. I just started the damn thing, and now I'm hearing the bell already.
Yeah.
Let the boy settle in for a second. I'm just getting the swing of things.
I loved going from a steeple to a 15 because you're like, 15, who fucking cares?
It really was one of those things, like after doing 10s and 5Ks, running 15s, how it really is over so quick.
It's over so fast. But there is a moment in the 15, like the 15 is such a hard event because like you have to decide to either feel the pain of like getting skinned from your body or not. Like, I don't know. The pain of a really, really, really good 5K and the pain of a really, really, really good 15, I think are like the same. And I think those are the hardest races.
I get what you're saying. And then you would see, but then it's like the 800 and then the 400 seem to be, I mean, I've never died like I've died, like I'm over here running like 151. I couldn't break the 150 mark for the 800.
I can't get out hard enough to run up.
I just simply couldn't get out hard enough.
Yeah.
But then there was, I ran an 8 once. I think it was Peyton Jordan one year and died like so spectacularly to the last 200 meters. I was just like, I really can't believe what's going on right now in my legs. And I also thought like I was in like heat number fucking 6 of the Peyton Jordan 800. And I thought I got a good shot at this, right?
Yeah.
And with 200 to go, it was just straight back. And there was nothing I could do about it. Just not a goddamn thing I could do about it. No bicarb, no broccoli.
Just pain.
Just pain. And then the 400 seems like the most painful. All of that pain that you'd get in like a 5K or a 10K, 50, like you compress that condense it, and you hand it to them at 100 meters to go.
Yeah.
And then
I remember,
have you noticed
training
they always, and this is, sorry, but the they always interview 400-meter people. I was thinking about this.
Oh my God.
at NCAAs this weekend. They're always trying to get an interview, a post-race interview with the 400-meter athlete, and and you just cannot do it. I'm thinking back to Sydney McLaughlin's post-race interviews, as you know, mic in her face as she is lying down on the track, like trying to catch her breath. It's just not happening.
It's not happening.
We gotta think about new ways to get these post-race interviews.
Give them a minute. Give them a minute.
Like, let's cut to something for 45 seconds and then bring it back. We'll remember, they won. We still, but we're not getting anything. Although the
danger is that if you give it enough time, then people are throwing up.
I would take throwing up actually would be better content than nothing, I think.
Yeah. So being on Team Jamaica, we often had mandatory team camps before a championship. So we would be there for a long time before whatever. Like I remember, I think I was in Rio for like a month essentially before the games. And I think it was until like 2018, all of these camps were like super mandatory. Like everybody had to show up, like even bold. And this is like when Jamaica was absolutely dominating in the 400 on the women's side. And I remember seeing their training and being like, oh my God, like that. I can't think of anything that looks worse than the training that they're having to do. And people are just like laid out after these practices and like shaking each other's legs because it's like the pain of the lactic was nuts. Like I remember, and this is like when Will was still like super fast and fit. And he was going to help one of the 400 women on Team Jamaica with, I think she was doing like a 500 or something. And he's like, okay, what time are you going to run? Yep. Okay. I can do that. Like I'll pace you, whatever. And he like almost couldn't get to the front. Like it was like just like nearly completely blown out of this thing. But like the strength, the combination of the strength and the speed at that event it's got to be. I mean, we saw like Keely Hodgkinson run an incredible 400 and get like smoked, and Keely's one of the best athletes in track of all time. Like the 400 is a totally different beast that I don't want that smoke. Although I was a 400 meter runner in high school.
You wanted the smoke in high school.
And then I was like, actually, I'll run the mile.
Then you were all smoked out.
And then I got flamed out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's the 400. It seems to be like the most painful event in track. They got to be on the bicarb. They're on the they're doing the They're doing the Morton Cups.
So I know the like the lactate meters, like you can test off the charts. Like it'll just come back high. Like you can go over whatever it can be tested for. And I want to know, I want like a better lactate meter because I want to see what these people are hitting.
For numbers.
Like it's gotta be, show me the numbers after a 400.
Yeah. Speaking of bicarb, have you noticed, like, are these college guys like Simeon and his teammate Connor Burns making their own bicarb company?
Did you see that? And
their marketing is kind of off the charts, huh?
What on earth? What on earth? So
they're like, let's get an AR-15 and sell some bicarb. It's interesting.
This was quite a topic of conversation this weekend. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, so I couldn't tell if they were like actual guns or if they were airsoft guns. Like, I don't know, whatever it was.
I pray they were real. I mean, it's even weirder if they're fake. They're like, is it a threat? Buy the bicarb or I'll shoot you in the head.
Also, like, what athletic department is allowing this?
It's a wild move on NCAA's weekend.
You would have gotten kicked off my college team for that.
This is this is some. I can't like bash him too hard because this is actually like this type of shit I would have been doing too. But also there was a bomb threat at Hayward the day before. Did you see this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
See this. Oh, that's so scary.
They had cleared out Hayward. I think the day before the races were also supposed to start from a bomb threat. And Connor Burns and Simeon were like, "This is actually a perfect opportunity to drop our new
for us to post some
brand.
Gun pictures."
Yeah,
it's just losery behavior. I don't know. It's not for me.
Look, it's just not for you, Aisha.
It's not for me.
It's just simply not for you.
It's not for me.
Morton watching this, going, "What the fuck?" Morton's like, "We think we've got a pretty good handle on the bicarb market, but if you guys want to get in." Take a stab at. I was gonna say they're like take a stab at it, but they're like you're not going knives.
Yeah, take a shot at it. I guess
take a shot at it. I guess.
The other thing that I had, I'm changing to the subject because I'm like I'm not giving this oxygen. These guys are get over yourselves. Get kicked off your college team. I guess. Gudaf Tsegay.
Oh my god.
This?
I can't believe it's been an hour and a half and we're just bringing up Gudaf Tsegay. Well, honest to God, I completely forgot about it.
Because we are getting just absolutely demolished by incredible track and field results.
Gudaf Tsegay. This is a very interesting situation. Banned 4 months for
letrozole.
For letrozole. That's what I was trying to think about the.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners know all about this. But like I'm saying, like we have a lot of like moms that listen to our thing. So
we are for the moms.
We are for the moms. So Gudaf Tsegay gets a 3 or 4 month ban for the presence of letrozole in a sample, which is a drug that is used to stimulate ovulation. And she is pregnant. I have
no idea. Oh, she is pregnant.
That was her statement.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like basically. So if you and maybe
first off, such a brutal way to have to announce your pregnancy.
Yeah.
She was like planning on doing like a very cute like the classic like American girl photo shoot on Instagram where it's like husband kissing the belly, holding the bump from behind, rest that she was like planning on that.
Like Ashley's post saved because she was going to replicate.
And then she's like, fuck, I guess I got it. I guess that's out the window. Damn it. So when you're an athlete, it is your responsibility to fill out something called a TUE, a therapeutic use exemption, if you need to take a drug that is banned for therapeutic reasons. Like, for instance, if you're, in Gudaf's case, trying to conceive a child and you need to seek fertility treatment and the treatment prescribed to you is a drug that's banned, what you're supposed to do is like bring your doctor's note, you fill this out. It's like a very official process. They approve, reject, whatever. If they reject, you have to provide more information. Like that's the general process of a TUE. I never had a TUE as an athlete, but I filled out the paperwork once because I had to get a cortisone injection in my foot. And it was like gonna be potentially close to when you needed to fill out. Like I just like filled one out just in case I needed it. Because I was very thorough. Did you even need
I didn't need it. No, I filled it. I filled it out. And this is like before I think they changed the rule now. Maybe you need to let someone know. But I was just like so worried about it that I filled out the form. I submitted the form. They're like, you don't need this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I just when you said that, I just got like kind of scared. I was like, I know I'm like years retired, but like, am I about to get banned? I was just racking my brain of cortisone injections that I wasn't even close to getting a TUE for. I was like, oh no, I'm cooked.
I'm cooked. Yeah, didn't need one, but so I did fill out the paperwork once. But anyway, that's the process, and she didn't do it. So she gets drug tested, whatever. She has letrozole in her system. She whatever, then like goes to her doctor because she's pregnant, and so she comes out with her statement that's like, I took this for fertility reasons as prescribed by my doctor. I'm pregnant, and the pregnancy is progressing perfectly, like all good. But yeah, so interesting. And a lot of people have a lot of things to say online. It's interesting because everybody's going to say something all the time. That's just like, that's the nature of whatever. But like some people hate on AIU so hard for being like, oh, they're just out to get people and they don't have they don't have process, whatever. But it's like, okay, well, this is an example of like the system actually like working properly of like, okay, you did have a banned drug in your system. You didn't fill out the paperwork, but we see that you had this for a legitimate medical reason. Here is a short ban, a 4-month ban that like is inconsequential to you because you're pregnant. You're not going to be competing anyway. But like, this is like, I think I'm like kind of good on AIU for getting to the bottom of this, figuring out that this was like a legit case of the drug, issuing a punishment. Whether or not the punishment is meaningful, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but it is like a good lesson for everyone to like remember anything that you're putting in your body, like you need to make sure that you're following proper process. But it's not like they're like, oh, well, you're banned for 2 years and like you suck, go home.
Yeah.
Like they're being reasonable in this situation, which they get a lot of flack for not being reasonable. And people get a lot of flack for rightfully so. I'm sure there's nefarious cats in the world that are taking shit and then like coming up with some bullshit excuse. But like this was a case where it was actually real. So congratulations, Gudaf. Sorry you didn't fill out the TUE and you didn't get to have your Instagram photo shoot.
Yeah, sorry your photo dump got ruined. Yeah, I think whenever you see someone test positive and they're usually it's like they have this excuse, and most of the time I'd say like 99% of the time I always think I'm like, it's just a bullshit excuse. Totally. And this one, certainly doesn't seem to be that kind of situation. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is one of those things, especially if you're Gudaf Tsegay, one of the best in the world, unbelievably decorated career. You should know that, You should. It's not a cortisone injection. It's
which I think that they need to get to you, I think they need to notify someone now. So if you're
cortisone,
you do
now.
If you're a pro runner listening to this, just check. If you got to get a cortisone injection, just check the rules.
If you're on your way to get a cortisone injection, maybe check what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is sucks for Gudaf, but I mean, it's just it's a slap on the 4-month ban. It's basically a meaning they're like, we got to give out something, right? We got to get out something. Here's a slap on the wrist. Meaningless, it's just basically we have to do it. But congrats on the pregnancy, I guess. And that's about it's when I first saw it, like when I open my phone and I see the Sidious Gudaf Tsegay band, I was like, oh my god,
shit, yeah, I know, I know,
god,
yeah.
And then you're like, oh, it's well, at first I said Gudaf Tsegay banned, and it was 4 months. I go, oh, she must have been snitching like crazy. I'm like, how do you even get a 4-month ban?
You must have bargained down on that, girl.
Yeah,
You snitched
wow.
on so many people. Yeah.
You just shut down the whole operation, I guess. But no, so it's bit of a different. You're just not used to seeing athletes in Gudaf's position who are just that well known, kind of make mistakes like that.
Making these small mistakes, yeah.
Making these small
it's a big
mistakes.
mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit. It is a big mistake, but it's like it's the small mistake in that, she didn't apply for a TUE in time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it doesn't I was seeing lots of people being like, oh, letrozole doesn't even help. How does letrozole? Why is it banned?
It probably does something to your hormones.
I thought that. Yeah, it definitely does something to your hormones because they're using it for fertility drugs. That's probably another episode, honestly. I'm like, we don't need to get it. We'll figure out what letrozole is doing in a different episode.
It can be a masking agent or performance enhancer because it is an aromatase inhibitor. So it can mask steroid use or boost natural testosterone.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay. Before we get into voicemails, I want to ask you: are you abreast of the Freddie situation? The German traveler who's like discovering America during the World Cup. Are you like abreast of any of this corner of the internet where like the South Koreans are in Mexico just like making out with people, partying their asses off? The Scots are in Boston with their kilts. Like this guy Freddie is, seeing the War Eagle at Auburn. The Lawrence, Kansas people are like so all about the Algerians.
I'm aware of the Scots in Boston. I'm aware of the people in Kansas loving the Algerians, which I'm like, this is what it's all about. It's so cute. This is the power of sport, right? Just bringing people together. It's incredibly touching. I saw the elderly couple in Kansas talking about the Algerians and how much they love them. And they're like, this is absolutely fantastic. And your eyes start getting a little bit moist. It's adorable, but I don't know who Freddie is. I cannot say I'm abreast on Freddie.
Okay. Freddie is this German guy who is on Twitter, like sharing his journey.
Okay.
Of it discovering America and like discovering Waffle House, discovering like a Buc-ee's, discovering like all of these like middle like classic Americana delights.
He's diving in.
He's like so into it. I am absolutely loving it. There's also some Japanese people that are discovering like biscuits and gravy, discovering slushies, discovering like just like the most classic American dishes, losing their minds. Like
they're liking it.
They're liking it. They're loving it. And maybe it was like a French woman had discovered ranch dressing and is like calling it ranch sauce. Like, we need to figure out this ranch sauce. We need to bring this back. Like everyone, the reputation of this country isn't like super hot right now outside of the country.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting what's going on.
But Eric's PR firm has really turned us around with all of these great.
I'm bringing foreigner. A lot of people are saying we need to stop with immigration. And I go, hold your horses for 1 second. I have a plan to bring foreigners over here and let them create content about enjoying what this nation has to offer. And it so far
it's
is
working.
Bringing about a lot of success. Yeah.
It's working.
It's
so hot right now.
When was the last time America has hosted the World Cup?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I should know this off the top of my head.
Yeah, you're a huge soccer girl.
1994.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we were just little kids when
Just little ones.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
Super exciting.
I'll keep my eye out. Now that we've talked about it, my phone is listening to me right now, as it always is. It's such a good listener. My algorithm will start pumping Freddie content down my throat.
Mm-hmm.
My phone goes, just wait and see.
If you see any good content, please send it my way.
I will. I'll
send me
hit
the
your
memes.
DMs. Yeah.
You know that memes are my love language, so please send.
I do know that, yeah.
We don't even have time to get into Love Island because we got to get these voicemails. But yes, I have been watching the episodes that I miss. I watch this guy on Twitter who does a recap. Can't wait for Soul.
Just hit me with, is it good stuff? Are the people unbelievably sexy? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Great drama off the jump.
Great drama off the jump. There's a chick on there named Soul, and what she's going to realize when she gets out of Love Island is that Michael B. Jordan is in her comments.
He wants a piece of it.
Mm-hmm. So she's got to get off Love Island as soon as possible so that she could go on a date with Michael B. Jordan.
MBJ saw something he liked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Good for her.
Yeah. Great for her.
Great for her. Soul, just SOUL?
SOL.
SOL, okay. Well, shout out to Michael B. Jordan and Soul. I hope they work out.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to hit some voicemails.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello, friends. This is your old friend Amy, longtime caller, longtime listener. So I just found a note in my notes app from Tuesday. It must have been when I was running with you guys in my ear, and it says Vegas, circus, cigarettes, instant coffee with coconut water. So that sounds delicious, and I'm going to be trying that, so thank you. Vegas, years ago, they hosted the Half Ironman Worlds in Las Vegas, and I thought it would be an awesome idea to bring my 9-year-old and my mountain man husband to the hottest place on earth. And when we first landed in town, we thought we'd spend the night at Circus, so we could go to the indoor amusement park. And before we went to the amusement park, we hit up the pool where there were at least a dozen Magdas from Something About Mary just sitting on lounge chairs in this concrete enclosed swimming pool. It had a big concrete fence around it, like a fortress. And then we went to the pizza place, which was down in the basement of Circus, and ate a whole bunch of pizza before we went to the amusement park. Uh-oh. And I had to go up to the room to do something, and I walked back into the amusement park, and I could hear my 9-year-old screaming at the top of her lungs with fear and delight. So I met them at the exit of the roller coaster, where my husband walked off completely green and proceeded to vomit all over.
Oh no.
Is there a question coming?
So yeah, I don't recommend Circus. I also don't recommend the Half Ironman when it's 105 degrees out. I do recommend occasionally shocking people by smoking a cigarette as an endurance athlete. They just won't see it coming. It's hilarious, but don't make it a habit. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
That was a good story.
That was really funny. She's like, I just want to tell you guys. I just got a story. I just want to say a story.
Yeah.
That was cute.
That was very cute.
She's like, yeah, I'm down to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm down to deuce a cig anytime.
Okay, here we go.
My name is Molly, and I'm in Colorado Springs. Love the podcast. Love running. So really calling because my daughter loves Costco. And Aisha, I know that you spoke about Costco a couple of episodes ago. She's turning 4, and she really wants to go to Costco for her birthday party. So the question I have for you is, if you could curate the perfect Costco birthday party, what would you include? Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm hosting the Costco themed party at my house or if I'm going to Costco, but first and foremost,
for this, let's say you're hosting it at your house. What elements of Costco do you bring to that party?
glizzies, number 1. Okay. And then we're going to do like a sample thing. Like it's going to be like, I'm going to have instead of doing tapas, small plates, hors d'oeuvres, we are going to set up a sample thing. Like I'm going to have like multiple tables set up around, and it's going to be like little bites of food, but then there's going to be somebody behind there that's like serving it to you in like a paper thing with like ideally with some plastic gloves on.
Yeah, you want the full effect.
You want the full effect. And then there's just going to be like a very random smattering of other things that you can do that don't all make sense in one. Like maybe there will be some sort of like massive stand-up paddleboard mixed with some sort of like furniture display. Like it's just going to be like a little nonsensical, but stay with us because you'll just get a lot of samples.
Yeah. It honestly sounds like a blast. You're just kind of going around sampling. All I really know, but I've been in a couple Costco's, right? I'm not as well versed in Costco as Aisha, as the listeners know very well. But you know, have you seen the Costco guys on Instagram and like TikTok? AJ, Big Justice, yeah. Bring the boom, cookie, double chocolate chunk cookies, the chicken bakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will loves a chicken bake.
Yeah, I mean, AJ, like those guys really know how to sell the shit out of a chicken bake.
Mm-hmm.
Double booms. God, I need to get my hands on a chicken bake so bad. I'd smash a chicken bake right now.
Yeah, you would love.
Oh yeah, I'd love it.
Okay, let's do a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. This is Leela from Seattle. I'm a day one listener and a second time caller. Last summer during the World Championships, Eric famously called my then 6-year-old a piece of shit. No hard feelings.
Wait, what?
I've been excited to see Cooper.
Who'd I call a piece of shit?
Famously called my then 6-year-old a piece of shit. No hard feelings.
I still don't get.
I've been excited to see Cooper Lutkenhaus's success in the Diamond League, but my question is about pacing in the 800 meters. At the Oslo Diamond League, the pacer came through in 49.8 seconds. That was described as perfect pacing for Cooper's winning 1 minute and 42 seconds. So my question is, why is that the pacing strategy? For longer distances, conventional wisdom says that the best way to a fast time is to run even split. Why are 800-meter races intentionally paced differently? Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry I called someone you care about a piece of shit. Well, and that's a fantastic question, right? Mm-hmm. Now, and it's the same reason why 400s, right? It's like the fastest split is the first 200 split, right? Mm-hmm. Like because you cannot negative split a very fast 800.
You're going to go lactic anyway. Your second 400, is going to be slower.
And you're off, yeah. And
I realize that this is a touch button. If I touch it, off and on. You're just
realizing that.
Yeah.
And you don't have as Connor Burns and Simeon Byrne, but I was going to say you don't have any trigger discipline, right?
I don't. And this is usually sitting in a coffee cup, but today I'm just holding it.
So back to 800 meter pacing, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to go lactic anyway. So you have to figure out, you have to bank time, but you have to bank enough time that such that you're gonna run, that like you're not gonna basically explode your legs off your body, but that you have the lactic tolerance and the speed endurance to be able to hold on enough to run a fast time. I don't know if I'm explaining it well at all.
It's like anaerobic versus aerobic, right? The aerobic events, the 1500 up, and the anaerobic events are like the 800 down, and those are sprinting. Like those are sprint events. The 1500, the 5K. Yes, your last lap of the race can be the fastest lap, but the 800, that's not how it works. Right. You are getting out at a faster pace than you're going to come home in for that last lap. But it's a delicate balance, and the pacing is difficult, because if you take them out in 48, that's too fast, right? And now they're going to really because it's like we need to get out very fast, but if we get out too fast, we're just going to crumble on that second 400. So we need to get out right. There's a sweet spot of what that pacer should be hitting, and it's always sub 50 getting out for the 800 is incredibly fast. I always think about like the Rudisha, the era of Matt Scher as the pacer, who is always getting out.
Rest in peace.
Unbelievably fast. Rest in peace, Matt Scher. Rest in peace, Ciarán. It's a very tough thing to do to pace that 800, and they got their work cut out for them. And sub 50 is kind of like the magic number.
Great explanation. You got time for one more?
Of course. I got nowhere to be, Aisha. I know you got you got more track to do. Back at work.
We have more track to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, this is Josh from California, and I just wanted to call and tell you, Eric, your conversation about K repeats being the best is just wrong. K repeats are the worst repeat to do on the track. And so based off of that.
Wait, there's more.
Both of you had to choose someone from the City of Mag team to fight in a UFC fight on the White House lawn. Who would it be and why? All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, huge fights tonight.
I can't. The White House lawn thing. Like, I can't believe this is happening. I can. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, I can believe it. That's what's I think even crazier. I'm like, no, of course they're gonna fight on the White House lawn. It's a fit. I'm stoked, right? I could care less that it's really at the White House. I mean, it adds a little bit of different, like whatever. It's different. It's a great card. And let me say this. I'm a big fan of the sport. It's actually like the one sport I really like to watch, besides track.
You're like, yeah, sorry, I'm not watching the World Cup. I'm watching people fight to the death.
I'm like, Ilia Topuria is fighting Justin Gaethje on the White House lawn tonight. And what's even better is that it's on at a reasonable hour. Usually these UFCs the main card starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time, right? Now that's fucking brutal for sleepyheads.
That's bedtime.
Okay, and that's when the main card starts, which means that the best fights from the card are on at like sometimes 1 a.m.
Can I bet on this stuff?
You bet your ass you can bet on Aisha. I'll send you some parlays.
Okay.
We'll cook something up together, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, the listeners, who would I from the Sidious team pick for the White House fight?
Yeah.
I would go easy. I'd go with my girl Aisha. Black belt in karate. No, it's who do I want to fight from Sidious? No, I think it's just like who would I love to get my fucking hands on? Oh, I know. The person I'm talking. Yeah. No, I think it's just who would be the
fighter? Choose your fighter.
Yeah, choose your fighter. Like,
yeah, it's me for sure. I'm definitely fighting.
Aisha, black belt in karate, and like genuinely dying to get into a fight. She said it on here time and time again.
Scary, and I'm a little scary.
Yeah, I'll pick. Aisha will be headlining at the UFC in Washington. on the White House lawn, yesterday they were doing like Nitro Circus was there, jumping dirt bikes over there. It's basically, it's like an open house. It's like when your parents in high school went away for the weekend and you're like, oh, I'm going to have
That's exactly
rager.
what's happening here.
I'm going to have a rager, and kids would come to the house and
the adults are gone.
Adults are gone. We are like, kids are punching holes in your parents' walls because they're absolutely out of control. I get that's what's going on right now.
That's exactly what's going on.
But all that said, I'm fired up for tonight. I can't wait.
Okay, well,
you've got the rest of LA Grand Prix. I'll check back in with the UFC 250 Freedom card. I'll send you some parlays if you can bet on LA Grand Prix. You send your picks my way. Let's get rich together.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. First off, if you want to call in, thank you for calling in. Thank you for leaving voicemails.
Thank you.
The number is 856-279-0080. Please call in. And as we've learned from the first caller, you can just call in with stories if you want, and then maybe we can play off that. But yeah, anything you want to talk about, let us know. We appreciate and love all you guys very much for calling in. Aisha, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Give all of the people in your household a lot of love from me. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you same time next week.
Sounds great. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.